So here's the last question on the empirical rule that we'll use before we go to set scores. So here we have question 10. The braking distance is in meters of a certain model of car in wet conditions. It's got a mean of 58 and a standard deviation of 4. So there are two things we always write down first. The mean equals 58 and the standard deviation equals 4. Now we're going to use the empirical rule to estimate braking distances that fall between 54 and 62. That's the first thing. So we'll sketch out a bell curve like we usually do. Here it is, and get back down like so. Oh, it's a bit of an error, but we'll do it again. Okay, so directly in the middle here is the mean, and that's 58. One standard deviation from that is we're going to add on 4, standard deviation is 4, 62. Add on another standard deviation, 66, and a third and final standard deviation, 70, adding on 4 each time. Take away 4 from 58, we get 54. Take away another 4, we get 50, and another 4, we're going to get 46. So that's 3 standard deviations from the mean this way. So we can do lots of different stuff with this. We'll do the usual thing we do and label these areas. The first area in here is 34, 34. Then we've got here 13.5. We should remember this by this stage. 13.5, they're percentages. Between the third standard deviation here is 2.35. Here is 2.35, all in percentages, remember. And this final end tails are 0.15%, and here 0.15%. We just remember that. It's just 4 numbers. Anyway, moving on from there, we're going to use the empirical rule to estimate between 54 and 62. Now 54 is here and 62 is there. Now we can see that's 68% if we add these two numbers. That's between these two. We can also use the formula you have in your table, the formula booklet, which is this. And you can see in between one standard deviation from the mean, one standard deviation from the mean either side is going to give me 0.68, which is 68%. So we can use this either. So we want to know the percentage, and it's 68%. Two different ways. You can either add 34 plus the 34, or you can just look here and get it. 68. Next question. An inspector claims that any car with a braking distance greater than 66 meters is unsafe. So what percentage of cars are unsafe? So let's go up here. 66 is this. Above this is unsafe. That's this number plus this number. So we'll add those two numbers up. That's 2.35 plus 0.15, which equals 2.5%. And that's our answer. C. What is the approximate range of braking distance that includes the middle of the 99.7%? Now what we can do is we can take our formula again that we have in the formula booklet, which is here, and you can see that 99.7 is this. That's it as a decimal. That's 99.7%. So this is what we're talking about. I'm going to highlight it. This one here, right? So that's what we're looking at. Now, this here is 3 standard deviations either side of the mean. So what is the approximate braking distance range that includes the middle 99, 3 standard deviations? So we're going to look at 3 standard deviations from the mean, from up here, and you can see, just highlighting it, 3 standard deviations. There's 3 and there's 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 standard deviations from the mean here. 1, 2, 3. 3 standard deviations. So between 46 and 70. So you can write that down. Between 46 and 70 meters. And that's your answer. Thank you very much for watching.